We're at gotomath.com, working some calculus. Click on that. Let's go down to Indefinite Integration, and we are, I believe, doing something like this one here. We'll just click on that if you want. Okay, it says find the indefinite integral. So we have the integral of 14t minus 6 quantity squared dt. So let's get that one written down. So 14t minus 6 quantity squared dt. Okay. Let's go over to the whiteboard. Alright, so we have the integral of 14t minus 6 squared dt. Alright, now I'm going to introduce a new technique, and of course this is a couple sections ahead of us, but we could also do it this way. And actually I do a problem in the next section. I think it's 6.2 or 1. And so since we don't know any techniques to integrate this thing, we would have to square this thing out and then go from there. Alright. However, I'm going to show you something here, and there's a pattern going on. So remember, we take this, we always add one to the exponent, right? And then we put the exponent down below. So I'm going to do what's called a substitution method, where u is equal to 14t minus 6, alright? And then what we're going to do here is we're going to just take the derivative of this. So this is going to be du is equal to, and the derivative of 14t is 14, and of course derivative of negative 6 is just 0. But instead of writing the dt down here, I'm going to write it right here. Okay, so it's kind of like in that differential form. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the actual substitution. So this piece right here is u. Okay, so we have u squared, right? Now we have a dt right here. We got to substitute for this dt here, but what we don't have is a 14, but that's okay. I'm just going to add a 14 right here. But if I add a 14 here, I must add a 1/14th outside, because 1/14 times 14 is just 1, so it's not like we've done anything. Alright, so we're going to keep that 1/14th. I'm rewriting outside, and so this 14 and this dt here is going to get replaced with du. So like I said, this is a section or two ahead, okay, but we might as well get it out of the way now. Alright, now we can go ahead and integrate. So we can rewrite this coefficient. We add 1 to the exponent, and we just put that exponent down below, right? And don't forget our c. We don't want to forget the c here, remember? Now what we got to do is do the back substitution, where we go back. We got to get everything in terms of t, and we go ahead and plug in the 14t minus 6 into here. And so this is 3 times 14, which is going to end up being 42. Is that right? 28. Yeah, 42, right? 42. So this becomes 1 over 42. U is the 14t minus 6 raised to the 3rd power plus c. So this is a section or two ahead. Okay. Now we could multiply this thing out, because we don't know this technique, and then do it that way, right? Or we could do use substitution. It's a whole lot easier. substitution. Looks like tuition in there, doesn't it? Tuition's high these days. Okay, so this is called U substitution here. It's pretty easy to do. Alright, well let's remember this. 1 over 42 times that. Let's go over here and let's see what we got. And looks like that's it. So you see it's in this form right here. Okay, now we're going to do one here at 6.1, I think it is, and where it's the same problem, except we're just going to go ahead and multiply it out since you don't know U substitution, but you know it now. So alright, so come on over to gotomath.com and I might talk with you there. Bye.